Go ahead, Jordan.
He said, "Go ahead."
Go ahead.
I ain't got nothing to add to this.
You're good. If you can tell by our intro, our brother/leader, Craig Charles, is not on this episode. So in the spirit of him, everybody, he's still here in spirit. Shout out to Craig Charles. I'm going to go ahead and hit all the brands. Shout out to our sponsor, Colossal Brand, Crown Cutz Academy, Bristol, Crown Cutz Academy, Johnson City. The only way to do it is the Crown Cutz way. I think that's how he does. Woo. Anyways, we got student stories. We're still doing student stories. We got Jake here with Emily, and they're going to share some of our stories. Just let the music go. Okay.
Sorry, I was messing around with
No, you're good.
with the volume.
That's Mitch, guys. If y'all don't know, that's the mastermind behind it.
I know who he was. I introduced him last episode.
Was he on the podcast?
Yeah, he's on here talking.
Was it just y'all two?
Fire, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
straight fire. You got
straight fire.
Make sure you listen to that episode with Jordan. Jordan was late today. Jordan, why were you late today?
I got pulled over on the highway on the way here because I was late. I was running a little bit behind, so I was going about. I'm ashamed to kind of say how fast I was going, but I think he said I was going a lot slower than what I was actually going. I was probably going about 85, 90.
What a nice guy.
In a 70.
They didn't do a study because I feel like when you become a hairstylist or barber that your tickets per pullover go down. I don't know how that works. But anyways, I'm Ammi Fields, Ammi Your Barber on Instagram. We're Barber College Success. We got the co-host
Jordan Barr, J Baba on Instagram from Bristol, Tennessee.
And I'll let the guests introduce themselves. You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. I'm Jacob Kazee. I'm from Avenue, Virginia, and my Instagram is Jake the Snake Cutz.
Jake the Snake.
I'm Emily Mitchell. I'm from Abingdon, Virginia. I don't have an Instagram, but I have a Facebook. It's Emily Mitchell.
Okay, Emily Mitchell. Hit her up. She got the cuts. So welcome. Are y'all nervous? A little nervous?
A little nervous, yeah.
A little nervous. Okay. And Jake, I know Jake goes to Crown Cutz.
Yeah, Crown Cutz of Bristol. Yeah.
Emily is currently cutting in a salon. How'd you get your license?
I went to Exalt Academy.
Where's that at? In Bristol? Mm-hmm. So you got yours way before. How long have you had your license?
It's been about 3 years now. 3
years? Oh, so you're a vet.
Yeah.
Dang, you're a vet.
But I've only been in a salon for a year and 3 months.
Okay, well that's fine. So let's. You want to start, Jake? Tell us a little bit about yourself because we're still doing the series of student stories. We just want to share some interesting perspectives from people that are in school or currently doing hair, and they can just kind of tell us, their journey that they went through, and maybe it can relate to you that's listening.
So first, I never thought I'd be in school for barbering. I didn't know what I wanted to do in life, and I met her, and she was, she's been doing hair for a while, and she was like, "Why don't you just give it a try?" So I gave it a try, and then I just fell in love with it, and I'm learning some, new stuff every day.
When she said give it a try, did you start cutting hair before you became?
No, she was just like, just go to school, try it out, and you'll like it. And I was like, okay, I'll try it, and I went to school, and I just fell in love with it, man.
What'd you do before you went to barber school?
I work at Walmart.
Okay, Wally World, employing most of
the higher version of Food City.
Employing millions. You stock shelves?
Yeah, stock shelves.
Did that help you at all in your barber career?
Yeah, being finicky and with the freight and just being on point with stuff.
People stopping you asking where stuff is.
Yeah, definitely with the public.
Yeah, customer service skill.
Yeah.
What about you? How'd you start? Let us know a little bit about you?
Well, I worked at Walmart.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I just worked at Walmart and went to school for 2 years.
Awesome. Did you stock shelves as well at Walmart?
No. I worked at the jewelry counter.
Jewelry counter?
Yeah. So I guess it did help me with the public.
Really? The jewelry counter. So you change batteries all day?
No.
What's the? Because I feel like nobody's ever there. Every time you walk,
every time you walk in there, there's nobody there.
There's nobody there. So where are y'all at? Where's the jewelry counter? Where are they hiding at in there?
Well, they make us work in apparel. So I was the jewelry counter girl, but I was also the shoe girl.
Oh, okay.
And sometimes the women's clothing girl.
Oh, that makes sense.
So I was never actually at the counter.
You're just overworking.
Yeah.
They would just call her there,
just paid you.
Come here. Someone's been here for 15 minutes.
That's so. So what do you think? So Jake, what do you think about this hair industry? What do you think it has to offer you? What are some of the things you're looking forward to? Some things you feel like you need to get better at?
Well, I think I need to get better with dealing with the public. but it offers a whole lot. Like it's endless. Like I can see it. And, like just from starting out, like it's endless opportunities. Like y'all, like you know, y'all got a podcast. Y'all got your own barbershops. Like it's endless opportunities, and like you can meet so many great people. You know, just coming along the way.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, you got to meet Jordan.
Yeah.
Got to meeting y'all now. That's the coolest thing about it. It's like the barber community is so small. Like it's a lot of people. There's a lot of barbers, but at the end of the day, like your reputation, I mean, it follows you, and it's really small. And you go to these shows and you meet people, introduce yourself, and like you start building rapport with people. And then people are like, "Hey, that's Jay the Snake.
Yeah.
That's Jay. That's Jay Bob."
Have you been to a hair show yet?
I have not.
You need to go on one.
I'm looking
I'm
forward.
telling you, you're still in school. He's still in school, right?
He's still in school.
So yeah, you need to go. I mean, there's the one that you showed me. I signed up for that barber contest.
Did you?
Yes.
Which one was that again?
The-
The Middle Tennessee one.
Yeah, the
You
one.
told me you couldn't sign up for it. You
the
said
one-
it was
well, he finally got the website put up.
Oh,
So
okay.
so yeah, I got it. It was $125 for the entry.
to entry. What you win if you win?
700.
700.
Yeah.
Okay.
700.
You want to sign up, Jake? You got the student competition. Was there a student
Yeah,
competition?
student competition too.
Student competition.
Yeah.
I might. You might just send me the info.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
So, but you, Emily, you said you don't do men's hair at all. You're a color specialist, right?
I am. I love doing color. I feel like it's like it's a healthy outlet for me, I think.
Yeah.
I've always been kind of artsy, and I can't draw.
Okay.
Like I tried the painting path, and it is a disaster. But I can do it on hair, so it's really fun. I get to make people feel really pretty and confident. So
Is that your favorite part? Like when at the end of it and they look in the mirror and they're like, "This is exactly what I wanted."
yeah, I have had people cry before.
Really?
Like I've had I think 2 clients.
You
cry.
got to tell us like
In,
that
like, a good
situation.
way.
Tell us the situation with that.
Well, like I do their hair and they're like so quiet the whole time, and I'm like, are they judging me? Like, do they not like it? And then they like at the end of it when I'm like, okay, look at it. They're like, oh my God, it's so pretty. And then I've had one of them hug me. It's really emotional.
I bet it
I'm
is.
too emotional. And then they cry, and then I cry. And then I'm
Did you
like,
cry with them?
I hope to see you again. Yeah.
They cry together.
I've cried with them before. Yeah.
Well, that's a special bond to have with a client. That's how if you want to keep a client, you shed some tears with the client. Oh man, they ain't never leaving you. You charge $100 a haircut. Do you make somebody cry?
But I will say, like, when I first started, it was a rough time. I mean, I'll be honest, I was not good. I made people bad cry, probably.
Bad cry.
When I first started, so
Now it's good,
definitely-
only good
it took
cries.
time.
So like, what was your worst experience like when you first started off? Do you have like a memory of something that was like just the worst haircut experience you've ever done or coloring experience? You never made anybody's hair fall out? Has that ever happened?
No, I've never done anything like that. But I had this one girl, and she was nice, okay? But we were just not vibing.
Yeah.
And she was just so quiet. So I do all of her hair, I do the balayage and everything, and I take her to sit down. Well, again, like I said, I was still learning a lot. Well, her toner grabbed. So instead of blonde, she was like caramel.
Oh man.
And I was like, I can fix this. And she's like, I'll just go.
Oh.
And I was like, okay. Well, then someone called the salon and was asking for the manager. And then, we don't have a manager, so I gave her, the owner's number. And so we came back in and fixed it. And then it was fixed, and I thought we were okay and everything. And then it's like 5 months later, and one of my friends is like, did you do this? And she made a TikTok about it.
About the
Yeah.
haircut being bad? Oh man.
Yeah.
That's bad
And I
press.
was like, it was totally fixable. Like, I offered to fix it. So,
You can't please everybody though.
Yeah, I mean you can't.
Yeah, you can't.
Jordan, you got an experience you want to share? You got any bad
I mean,
experiences?
Besides the one I told you about the dude from Spain, and he gave me like, the client consultation.
Yeah.
And he couldn't really speak English, so he only had a picture to show. And I did his hair just like the picture, and I was just making sure before I did, I was like, you sure this is what you want? And he was like, yeah, this is what I want. So I was like, okay. The fade, the haircut was amazing. I thought I did great. But he was looking at his friends, and they were sitting there, and they started laughing. And I was
Oh, man.
oh man.
Dang.
And he was shaking his head, and he was like, I was like, everything good? He said, a little too short on the size. I was like, well, I mean, I didn't, it's kind of hard, not somebody that's not from here.
Was he from there?
What do you mean?
Was he? You say he was from Spain?
He's from Spain. Like
Yeah.
he goes to he went to King College to play
Okay.
soccer, and he didn't speak English, so it was kind of.
He's probably in Spain right now with a bald face. Talking about,
I mean,
look at this dude in America did
and
me.
then
I
he went
love
back
this.
and told some people on the soccer team that I messed him up, and they was like, "Man, he didn't mess you up. Man, the haircut was good. He just didn't give you
Yeah.
what you wanted." But
They was looking out.
yeah, I mean,
Jake,
that's what it is.
You got any rough stories?
I've had an experience in school. I hate when like the older men come in and they fresh out the hospital. And they're like, I need to cut fast, and I'm still learning. I ain't the fastest.
Except fresh out the hospital.
Dang.
But yeah, I have a few that come in there.
All the time.
Just fresh. They got the armband on and everything.
Well, they don't have the armband on, but
wearing
they
a
come-
gown like
they come
the
in
Joker.
They come in there they're like, yeah, I just got out the hospital. I've been in there for weeks, and I just need my hair cut. Something to do. I was like, okay, I'm not fast at it, and the teacher had to come cut the rest of the cut for me because
They were just trying to get out.
This guy was not having it.
Was he mad?
Yeah.
He said, what did he tell you? What did he say to you?
He was just like, you need to hurry up, and I was like, let me go get my instructor.
I've never heard anybody say, please hurry up on my haircut.
Yeah.
I've never heard that. One time, since y'all were sharing, I got a bunch of them, right? So one time I was doing shear over comb with this guy, and I was right by his ear, and I was kind of pushing out like it was a lot more weight at the bottom of this, so I had to do shear over comb just above the ear. My scissors cut the top part of his ear off.
Oh.
I mean, like just like the tip, yeah, like right here, like the top tip of the
The
scissors.
whole thing?
He was bleeding. Yeah, he was bleeding like crazy. He was bleeding like crazy. And I was like, bro, did you feel that? He's like, yeah, I definitely felt that. And I was like, you ain't got to pay for this one, man. I'm sorry. And, I never saw him again, ever again.
That's horrible.
It wasn't a lot of ear. It was just a little tip, just a little top of the
Did
ear.
you feel that?
One time I cut this, this is brand new, right? So I was an apprentice. Most of the people there they did clipper cuts. So I had this guy come in with long hair, right? And they were training me at the shop. It was a busy day. So like this dude had long hair and I've never cut long hair before. And he's like, I just want to trim. I was like, okay, cool. And I looked at one of my other barbers there, see if they could help me. He was busy. He had a kid or something. The kid was wilding. I looked at the other barber, see if he could help me, and he was busy. I was like, I got this. So I start hacking away. And by the time this dude that had he probably had his hair past his shoulder. He ended up with a bob, and it was bad. Oh, it was bad. I haven't seen him since. He's from Saltville.
Was he really?
Yeah, he's from Saltville. So what's the long term for y'all? Like, what are y'all seeing with this in the future?
Eventually a business. That's the plan.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Like just opening up like a half salon, half barbershop.
I think that'd be dope.
That would be dope.
Yeah.
We want it to be like where I do color and longer haircuts, anything like shoulder length, and he does like anything shorter than shoulder length.
Okay.
And men's haircuts, we thought we could kind of balance that out.
But I also want to color too, so I don't know how that's gonna go.
Yeah, I want to color too. Oh, I didn't really want to color until after I got out of school because
I wanted to color as soon as I got in school. I was like, man, I see this color, these brushes, and man, I just want to go at it.
Yeah. Now I have to go through the process of learning again, which that's okay, because I feel like once you get out and you get good at everything that you wanted to get good at first, and then you eventually start getting bored. You're like, all right, on to the next thing. Then he's gonna, it's gonna keep going.
I try to tell Jordan. I go by him in school. I'm like, Jordan, quit cutting hair. Because Jordan was busy all the time. Jordan, I was just telling somebody this the other day. Jordan was booked up in school. Like this dude, if he wasn't cutting students, he was cutting his people he works with, his friends.
Yeah, everybody wanted me to cut.
I don't remember Jordan not standing up cutting hair. Honestly, I don't. But, in school, if you're not, you got to take time to focus on the things that you want to learn, and especially the book. You need to take time to learn the book because it just makes it so much more easier because you got the rest of your career to cut hair. And sometimes if you're doing a lot of the same things in school, when you get out of school, those things will become boring really quick. Like bald fades make me sick. You do so many of them, it's just like give me something different. It's something challenging. Is there something that you're learning now that you want to learn a lot more about other than coloring, like a certain cut or?
Yeah, like designs. I want to get good with designs. Putting in people's hair.
You can just practice with a pencil.
Yeah, that's what I do now. I've always been good at drawing, so I've always felt I've been pretty good with designs. But I'll take my pencil, give me one of those buy one of those white pencils from Amazon, the hair pencils, and lightly sketch out like what you want to do, and it helps out. It gives you confidence when you're going in instead of just like not going in, not knowing what it's going to look like.
Yeah.
So that way you can like at least erase it, or brush it off, and then you can go back in. And
once it's in that hair, you can't erase it. What about you? Is there something that you feel like you want to learn more about or grow with? Or you're 3 years in, so I mean, where do you feel like you're at with your career right now?
I'm doing a lot better than I was. Honestly, I feel like there's always room when you're doing hair. There's like always something new coming out. There's
100%.
always something to learn, something to grow from. But I think just like as far as me like communicating with people, I think that's my biggest struggle is communication.
Well, you know, this helps. You know, this is another reason why Jordan. Well, it's probably it's going to be a broken record, but Jordan, that's one of the reasons he wanted to do
I was
this.
so shy. So shy. You don't want to know, like you don't even know. I was so because I hate talking in front of people. My clients, like most of the time, I wouldn't even talk to them. I'll probably say like a couple things, but if I could, I'd have to really get a vibe from somebody that's kind of closely related to how I like acted. If not, I wouldn't talk at all. Just
Did you avoid eye contact?
Yeah,
during
all
the
that.
Like it?
You do that now still?
Sometimes.
Don't look at me. That is weird though. You cut somebody's hair and they're looking in your eyes
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
weird.
That is awkward. I would avoid eye contact too. Mostly, I ain't gonna lie to you. So you started. Where are you originally from? Where are you?
Saltville, Virginia.
Saltville, Virginia.
That's where I'm originally from.
Are there any other barbers? There's no barbers at all in Saltville, Virginia. is there?
No.
You can monopolize Saltville.
Oh yeah.
Just take it over. Rent's cheap too.
There's one salon, and I see her work and it's good. It's really good.
I actually know the
But
girl
I've
that
never
owns
seen
it.
her do men's hair, so I'm not sure if they do men's hair.
I know the girl that owns that salon. I went to school with her son, and she actually is a teacher at the trade school. in
Tish?
there. Yeah, Tish.
Yeah, I was talking to her the other day.
Yep.
Yep, Tish is cool people.
Yep.
That's crazy. You could really move into Saltville right now and just take over.